You've been wanting a girl like me. Hey, hey, baby. Cupid told me you've been wanting
107.1 FM. You are listening to your hit music radio station.
Okay, Sky 107.1 FM. The time is 26 minutes to 11 o'clock. Let's bring the program 50-50 right here on this radio.
Good morning and a pleasant welcome to another fascinating edition of the program 50-50 on Sky 107.1. Today is the 6th of the 6th day in the year, the 6th day in a month, of 6 months in a year. My name is Matthias Labin and welcome to 50-50. This morning, we're here with this interesting topic bordering on security and welfare of some people. We're here discussing a group under the banner Illegally Terminated Executive Protection Service, EPS officers, are threatening civil disobedience along with their dependents, aimed at eliciting the attention of authorities of the EPS to address their concerns. The group also warned the Liberia National Police to not get involved with their actions in order to avoid unexpected results. Represented by their spokesman, Godfrey S. Weir, along with Joseph C. Greens and Kawia Gibson, we are now playing host to the guys. They are already seated in the studio to tell us why they were terminated. Why do they think that they were illegally terminated? Why do they think that they deserve audience from the Justice Ministry, the Senate, the Liberian National Legislature, as well as the Executive Protection Service? We hope to speak with the spokesperson of the EPS, Mr. Philip Moore. Hopefully, we'll try to reach out to him to ascertain what exactly is unfolding at the EPS. What we are concerned about is the peace of Liberia. These are all family members or family heads of families in Liberia, and they too deserve better. If it was not done right, then it wasn't done at all. We'll be right back after this break.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has all sizes of quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage also have a state-of-the-art 2023 upgraded diagnoser that can easily detect and fix any problem with your car. Is your car having any electrical problem? Or is it the air conditioner? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician who is up to the task of programming and solving all electrical problems on your car. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street. We also have our garage and showroom at Rehab for original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly. Come to Uptown Garage. We'll give you 1 month warranty. Uptown Garage also have a tow truck that can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage headquarters on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian-owned business, is here to put a smile on your face.
Hey, Tanu, what happened to you so?
Julie, I worry. I need to pay McDonald's school fee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finish and get worse in.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
Lord, I tell you, I'm not Leo. I'm not joking. If you can't help me, tell me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank Money Emergency Number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then they will open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tanu. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 13 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dalame, you mean I will get it the same day?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I say so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
That's right. Welcome back to the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. We are here Monday to Friday, 10:30 to 11:30. Today is Thursday, the 6th day of the 6th month, 2024. My name is Matthias Labinde. This morning, I'm having a conversation with a group of guys. In fact, ladies are involved, security personnel, particularly they are under the banner illegally terminated Executive Protection Service officers or EPS officers. They're saying that they've served this country, they served the executive, but when the new head of the EPS, took over, he immediately started to do personnel audit. I know you guys, you're familiar with that phrase right now. Personnel audit is taking place at the CSA. In fact, the CSA is presiding over it. So the new head of the EPS said that there's some of these guys who did not enter the EPS legally. So what we're going to do is that we're going to ensure that we screen their papers and know exactly how they came in. So apparently it is at the end of that exercise that led to the removal of some of them from the force. And now they're in the studio. Some of them are outside. Some of them are listening from different locations. They are threatening that in the coming days, they will parade the streets of Monrovia to send a signal to the EPS as well as many Liberians, the Liberian legislature on ground, based on the fact that the issues are not addressed by the EPS. Before we start a conversation with the gentleman, let me bring you the review of the headlines in the Loon paper we have in the studio this morning, since it's a culture on this show. And that's the Front Page Africa newspaper. Today's edition is volume 17, number 106, and it's sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Top stories: grossly inadequate. Supreme Court rejects 2.8 budget allocation for judiciary. Opting for zero polio cases. Ghanaian soccer star Markia Essien urges Liberian government political leaders to join fight against polio. From decentralization to re-centralization, latest survey finds service centers across Liberia performing far below expectation. Still on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper, First Korea-Africa Summit concludes in Seoul with nearly 50 agreements and memorandums of understanding to promote trade, energy, minerals, but Liberia yet to announce any deal. What Liberia got? That's the $1 million question. Our pa, you travel to South Korea on this Korea-Africa Summit. What will we get from there? So that's what the FPA is asking. President Joseph Boakai led a high-powered delegation to participate in the inaugural Korea-Africa Summit in Seoul. The summit focused on trade and investment. As the summit concludes, Front Page Africa has learned that several sisterly African countries, including Sierra Leone, Uganda, Kenya, and Ethiopia, signed 50 preliminary agreements and memorandums of understanding to promote cooperation in fields such as trade, energy, minerals, and a wide range of other industrial and economic sectors. However, Liberia is yet to announce any signed agreements. Still on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper, government of Liberia restores Western Cluster Road user permit 1 month after revocation. Why the ban was lifted? Or in other words, why was the ban lifted? Really? Okay, let's hear from the Minister of Public Works. He will be my guest next week on the show. The foregoing, he says here, the foregoing restoration of the road user permit is predicated upon WCL, that's Western Cluster compliance, in providing US $200,000 for the repairs of the road from Clay Junction to the St. Paul Bridge, and the receipt of the assessment report to provide for the railway bridge parallel to the St. Paul Bridge. That's in view of the foregoing. This communication serves as an official notification to the effect that the road user permit RUP 220620004 of the company, which was suspended on May 3, 2024, is hereby restored under the following understanding and provision. You can see that this did not end, so you can get the communication from the Minister of Public Works, Honorable Roland Lafayette Giddens. Let's go to the back page of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Is sports. Samson Due signs permanent deal with Victoria Z. This looks like some Russian football team. Samson Due signs permanent deal with Victoria Flats. Let's go to the editorial of the Front Page Africa newspaper and start the conversation with our guest. This editorial is repeated again. This is to send a clarion message to the President of the Republic of Liberia to ensure that the Drug Enforcement Agency is a force for good, like the armed forces of Liberia. And the editorial says, time to change course. President Boakai needs to rethink his LDEA picks. Let's get into the conversation. The gentlemen are pretty seated, and like I said, I have with me in the studio the spokesperson of this group, along with the operation as well as another member. The spokesperson is Mr. Godfrey S. Weah. He's sitting on my right, and Joseph C. Greens is sitting on my far left, and Carl Weah Gibson is sitting on my, should I say nearest left? But welcome. Welcome to the program this morning. Join us on Facebook, on Sky Communications Liberia Facebook page, and on YouTube on Sky FM and TV Channel 6. Let me say good morning to you, gentlemen. Good morning, Godfrey.
Good morning. Thank you, Mataras.
Right.
It's a pleasure to have me here in your studio this morning,
Right,
along with my colleagues.
Yeah, yesterday I followed your press conference, so I gained interest in the subject you guys are talking about. So that's why I extended the invite. But good morning. Let me say good morning to you, Mr. Gibson. Good morning. Who's Gibson? You Gibson?
Green.
Sorry?
Green.
Green or Greens. Please come get a bit closer to the mic. Yeah. Mr. Green, good morning.
Good morning.
Right. Good morning. Are you Gibson? You are Gibson, right?
Yeah.
Right. Get closer to the mic as well. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Right. Welcome. I mean, I feel really protected. Julius, the studio is charged. The security wise is charged, because when these guys protect the executive, they don't protect the media. When we go to cover our programs and something to basically protect the executive, they provide little blockage. But I see that they're surrounding me. I feel the protection of the executive protection service. But good morning, gentlemen. Welcome. Godfrey, give me. I listened to the press conference. I don't want to start asking specific questions concerning what you said at the press conference. But I just want you to take a minute, maybe summarize what exactly the problems or the issues are.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me make this clarification very crystal clear to the public concerning the issue within the Executive Protection Service, the EPS.
Right.
I think the Executive Protection Service was established under a law for the protection of the office of the presidency. So I think it is not about regaining security. It is not about, what affiliations those individuals belongs to. I think the problem is the new manager, because I think Director Senge, who's the new manager of the this noble institution, the EPS, he's supposed to understand what it takes to be a manager for an institution. If you enter into an institution or giving a responsibility to take charge of this institution, I think if you perceive certain things that personnel within this institution are not trained and qualified up to the task, because what they said, the main point that the EPS administration used to
on Mr. Gate,
Mr. Gate,
right,
to terminate over 200 plus 300 plus well-trained personnel contract is GSC audit. And we found out that the GSC did not recommend to the EPS authority that they should dismiss people that, because first of all, the audit was conducted by those that entered the EPS in 2018. And I think if the GSC is conducting an audit within an institution, I think it is their bound duty to conduct the audit across the board. That is with the entire service member of the Executive Protection Service. But the audit was conducted only those that enter the Executive Protection Service in 2018.
So what is the outcome of the audit? Because if you asking
GSC outcome was, what GSC said was, if you think, because their claim was those guys are not trained, they are not their documents are not correct. But I tell you, Materials, almost 90% of those that was illegally dismissed, I mean, they reached the criteria.
Well, I mean,
the high school documents, they are well trained, they have been certificated through their training. Some guys went to the Cansanaway, some went to the EPS full, training programs, and they were issued certificate, they were satisfied, and they were issued a letter of employment.
Godfrey, the clarity I want you to make is, I don't know what is, but let me just put it this way. I keep hearing you talking about GAC. What does GAC, the General Auditing Commission, have to do with auditing whether personnel of a security institution is trained or not? GAC is concerned about financial transaction, and so on.
That is the point I'm trying to make, right? Something is not connecting. Something is not going on right somewhere. GAC does not have anything to do with the capacity of the officers
of the security personnel providing protection
of the office of the presidency.
Right. That's a common sense.
What they use against us, that GAC said that we did not meet the requisite criteria to be an EPS officer after serving this country, our beloved country, protecting the peace, protecting the office of the presidency for 6 years. So later, what we found out from GSC make us understand that look, we did not recommend that you guys should be dismissed. All we told EPS authority that if you say these guys are not trained, we recommend that you build a capacity, institute a training program for them, whatsoever training that you want. If you wanted to even fly parachute or jet bomber, institute the training. That's why the institution is there. That's why I said Senge is not a manager, because if you're a manager, the first thing you do as a manager, You identify the problem and work on the problem. Because what the essence of dropping more than 300 men and then try to recruit, because
recruitment is currently ongoing.
The information we got that they have people that are from their political arena that they try to recruit into the system. So using that is not the right approach to use if you want to bring people in the system, because it happened in the 2018. The past government did not do such. What they did, those that was working, even including the Sengay, director Sengay, because he once served as director for like a couple of months, 8 months, when he was EPS director doing early regime before transition. And all of those that he pledged his loyalty to him, those that he confided in that was within the system, he left and they stayed there because of their experience. And the system allowed them to work and even promoted them during the 6 years period. So I think Sengay was proceeding the wrong way.
So you think, before I join I ask your colleagues, you are concluding with this whole thing that this thing is a political witch hunt, that Mr. Gay thinks that you people came under the CDC's administration, therefore you guys are, political, agents, not EPS trained agents.
Most definitely. I think it's highly politically motivated, because, for example, let me just tell you about myself, right?
Right.
I did not get into security during President Weah regime. I have served this country before as a battalion commander for the former ATU. And ATU had a respect. ATU was an elite presidential guard force that was approved by the Liberian Senate. And getting back to the EPS, I felt that the love, because that is my field. I got a security experience for many years. VIP protection is my study. It's my field.
So from the ATU, you still went through the training. They did not just recruit you based on your experience.
I
with the
went
ATU.
through the training of the EPS and I got certificate. I got documents.
Who trains EPS personnel?
The training division. EPS is an institution that got divisions, that got training divisions, like the financial sections, the operational sections, the administrations. They got divisions for training and firearm. And before you even obtain EPS ID card and or weapons or anything that has to do with the regalia of the institutions, you must go through the rightful training.
And you guys went through that.
Most definitely.
Okay, let me hold you a little bit, Godfrey, and hear from Mr. Gibson. Let me begin with you, Mr. Gibson. You the operation. How did you? Let me reduce this interview on a personal note, hearing from you individually. All right, what exactly, how you guys came into this, right? Starting with you, Gibson. You listen to Godfrey, giving the little background of how things are unfolding, and he thinks that you guys are perceived as political agents rather than EPS agents. How did you enter the force?
Oh, thank you. Let me correct you. I'm not the operation. Firstly, it's Mr. Green.
Oh, Mr.
What
Green
I'm referring is the operation.
Okay, right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm Kawia Gibson, person is sitting with you.
Right.
I would thank you so much to keep me in the audience to discuss the issue.
Right.
Okay. Now we are here today. I think what is going on is unfair to pursue at the way the director of the EPS is proceeding. And let me tell you, you cannot enter EPS without identification, because before you enter the EPS, you go through a vetting process, and you cannot apply to say that you applying, they got vacancy for EPS. No, it's direct recommendation from individuals, hardcore individuals,
security individual.
You can check it. There's no platform in the country that will prove that EPS recruiting. Get me on record. You are happy ever in your history in Liberia? No. EPS don't recruit.
So is it based on that recommendation that you guys got recommended by the CDC government?
I coming. That was recommendation for a lot of people. And now today, we get in the EPS, and now we are certified and qualified protection security personnel of the EPS. And now we get in the EPS, we are vetted and went through the process. And now the individual we call Senge, who is the director, was recommended by the president or Honorable Joseph Yuma Boaka, who is the president who all govern. Let me tell you, we are not of security that banning on an individual. We are here to protect the state.
So it doesn't matter who serves as director of the EPS.
No, listen to me. We are not here to give our right to any individual. We are here to protect the state.
The executive.
The first family of the state. Once you announce it, they will protect you.
So does that mean that you cannot be removed from the force?
If that get right to any individual who can't recommend you to say you are director today to take it out, because we went through the rank of the file of the EPS.
Are you all high school graduates? Do you all have
exactly?
High school
We are exactly. We
all of the terminated individuals.
Okay. Let me get to issue.
Because there are some people. The information is that some of you forged, these high school documents.
No.
Just to find yourself in the force.
No. It's wrong. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong.
Are you speaking for everyone?
Everyone who went through the rank and the file of the process what we went through today.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting me?
Right.
Okay, so before you get in the EPS, they vet you. You do attitude tests. That's what happened. You don't just walk in and say, yeah, you are not an EPS Adika. No, it don't work. You went through the ring and far.
Were you people given due process when Sam Gay took over? Say, let me have conversation with you individually. Gibson, sit down. Let's have a conversation. Let's look into your file. Your file says you graduated from, say, for example, my alma mater, James Doyon High School in Claratown, so year and thing. But we checked at your school, at that very school, it proved that you forged this document. Did you people have that kind of process?
No. It don't happen that way.
How did it happen?
Okay, thank you. When GSC came in, they only call the 28 people who enter in within 2018. Only these people were called upon to check in the file. Why? It's not happening that way.
So when they check in your file, if they found something good in it concerning you, I don't think they will lay you off. Did they find, legal documents, supporting your being in the EPS?
Okay, I come in. According to my spokesman,
right,
they were highly political.
Okay.
It was highly political. In the sense that they link us. They link us because we entered within 2018. So they feel that when we enter 2018, is we are attached to a certain group of people. And we just it's not that. We take off. We stood our ground to serve this country here. We went through the regular fight. Before it became EPS personnel, it went the training process.
Okay, Mr. Gibson, let me hear from Mr. Green, the operation. You've listened to your two colleagues laying out the basics of this whole conversation, and it's all centering around this thing being politically motivated, but not an exercise that was done, justly. There are other, versions of the information out there that some of you officers were seen wearing CDC party shirts during the elections and all of that. All of these things sort of presenting you people as party affiliates rather than, personnel that should be protecting the executive. What have you to say about that, Mr. Green?
Okay. Firstly, I want to apologize for the poor quality of my voice.
Right.
So speaking to that issues, I would say I didn't personally saw people doing that. I heard that.
You heard that, but you didn't see any of your colleagues wearing T-shirts of the CDC.
Sure. But if it is done, as an EPS personnel, we are on an obligation to work in consultation with the presidency. So we follow orders. So in situation like this, as a good administrator, the administration controls the entire body.
Right.
So when order has been passed on in security, we say submit. In security, as a security personnel, you have 1% of your right. The bottom 99% is to your employer. So that make, as a security personnel, there are so many things you don't do when you are in service. When you are in service. So probably these people were ordered to do so, but I didn't see it, so I won't talk much on it.
So by even stating that you have 1% of your right, that suggests that with 99% of the right that is not yours, the person who has the 99% can make you to wear any party clothes and so on because you don't have your right. It's just 1%. Even that 1% does not even allow you to say no. So which means you are not saying that you saw some of your friends wearing the t-shirts, but rather you're saying that, well, it's possible they did it, but I didn't see it because after all, we only have 1% of this right that as personnel. And what is that? How does that 1% right apply? Where is it applied? What can you point at as a security personnel providing protection for the executive? Where does your 1% right exist? How does it work?
So to summarize that, as a security personnel, you have a right to complain of any given situation or things that bother you. I think that is the right you have. But even if this complaint is being given, it left with the employer to look into this complaint, to investigate like what our director did, Sam Gay. It left with him to investigate the issue. So we only complain. That's all. That's our right. If we don't understand anything or someone offend us, we complain and leave with the administrator to be able to give us the following due processes. If we should furthermore explain, or they should, if they will be able to conduct an investigation to know if what we complain on it is true or not, or if they decide to let it go, they let it go.
But in this case, you are raising these concerns, and SEMGE is not giving you attention. And according to the information you've written, the national legislature concerning this matter, you are yet to get any redress.
Sure, we are writing the legislature about this, but we have gotten information from there, from the speaker. You know, the speaker and the president pro tempore has been there calming us down. Look, we handle this issue since we wrote them, and then that is the reason why we are also, as a trained agents that pledge allegiance to protect the presidency, calming ourselves and saying.
So are all 200 of you, or more than 200 of you, that were laid off by this current administration of the EPS, are all 200 of you or over in support of this action, of this call, and at the same time, the planned march that you guys are talking about with you, along with your families?
Sure.
All of you?
Sure.
Do you all stay in Montserrado, or you are across the country?
We are security people. We will not give our location, but we are here.
But are there 200 of you all in Montserrado or outside of Montserrado?
We will not give our location, like I said, but we are here.
The executive mostly based in Montserrado. If you talk about the executive of this country, mostly they're in Montserrado County. So I suppose that all 200 of you will be in Montserrado County. Is that a fact?
It's still not possible.
Okay.
Because we have various residents of the VIP all around the country.
Okay.
So like I said,
so it's possible some of you will be outside of the country.
We are here.
So let me go back to Godfrey. Godfrey, part of your press conference yesterday, you also mentioned that you have exercised patience for so long, but now it seems your patience is wearing out. When do you intend to have this march along with your families? Because in Liberia, mostly Africa, when you say this man is a family man, it means that one man has mostly, maybe the least will be like 7 persons behind him. So if you guys are marching with your families, 200 personnel marching with their families, women in among those group, among the group talking about their husbands, the children, and everyone coming out there, that would be a very huge number. When do you people intend to do this march?
Okay, thank you. First of all, before I make clarity on your questions as to when and how we're going to take this march, let me just clarify 1 or 2 issues, especially with respect to my colleagues' statements. The institution EPS is an institution that is law abiding. I personally speaking to you now, I serve as a supervisor for the executive mansion, or supervisor, not just an ordinary agent, but a supervisor for the EPS. And before this whole Senge scenario, that has been my quest. That has been my quest for the right thing, because I mean, I think it is our responsibility as a citizen to always correct the wrongs. Whenever the wrongs are happening in an institution, it is your responsibility to correct the wrongs. The past administration, our past EPS administration, we have for me, I just, to be very frank with you, I have had a series of problems with them in terms of building the institutions and not building yourself.
How is that?
Okay.
How was that done?
Okay. The reason why, you see, that's why I said Senge is a manager. He's supposed to understand, if you claim that those past administration were not doing the right thing, they are not, okay. When you enter as a new administration, you do the right thing.
How was the previous administration building the institution but not building the personnel?
Good. As I said to you, the GSC report, the GSC audit, they said, if you, because we are employed, right? Constitutionally, we were vetted. We were there was a lot of background check that was done to every individual who was employed, given 3 months probationary period, and then issue an employment letter. Every individual that are on this protest today or on this approach have employment letter and dismissal letter. So I think, first of all, the system make a mistake. The system error, because when the GSC enter in this administration to do an audit, I think this audit should have been across the board. The entire service, EPS, entire service supposed to go through the audit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Godfrey. Let's go for a break. When we come back, we're going to continue with more. But this morning, we're talking about welfare of some people. We're talking about security situation. These are members of the Executive Protection Service that claim to be illegally terminated. Their contract with the EPS was illegally terminated, according to them. So they're here this morning to further amplify their voices, that like they continue to do, and they're planning to have a march, which is going to be, for me, is something that must claim the attention of the security sector of this country, the legislature, as well as even the EPS. My name is Matthias. We'll be right back after this break.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has all sizes of quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage also have a state-of-the-art 2023 upgraded diagnoser that can easily detect and fix any problem with your car. Is your car having any electrical problem? Or is it the air conditioner? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician who is up to the task of programming and solving all electrical problems on your car. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street. We also have our garage and showroom at Rehab for original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly. Come to Uptown Garage. We'll give you 1 month warranty. Uptown Garage also have a tow truck that can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage headquarters on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian-owned business, is here to put a smile on your face.
Tanu, what happened to you so?
Julie, I worry. Oh, I need to pay my dollar school fee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finish and get one cent.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
Lord, I tell you, I'm not joking. If you can't help me, tell me, Lou.
Yeah, I can help you. Oh. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank money emergency number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then be open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tanu. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 13 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dalame, you mean I'll get it the same day?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I say so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
All right, thanks so kindly for rejoining us on the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. We're here with a group of men under the banner illegally terminated EPS officers. EPS, by the way, in Liberia is the Executive Protection Service. They're saying that their new director, in person of Mr. Semge, who is a manager that of the institution, should behave like a manager. I mean, that is doing the right thing, ensuring that he follows the rudimentaries of security, or securitism, I won't put it. But at the same time, they're saying that their termination as illegal as determined, they're now going to have to be, they will be left with no option but to have to step out there with their families and have a march. I still have some specific questions for you guys before I open the lines to hear from you, members of the public. But you talk about a march. Can you just tell us, maybe say in 2 months or in 1 month or in 1 week, if we do not hear from the legislature, when do you people intend to do this march, and what result will that yield, given that you are already warning the Liberia National Police not to get involved because they should leave this thing between you and the administration of the EPS?
Thank you. We will not relent to stage a march. That is crystal clear. We respect the rules of law. We send a communication to the House, and they told us that on the 10th, which is on Monday, that the Ministry of Labor are going to address our issues. We will stage a march with our entire family. This is not something that we're going to drag about. It's very serious.
Monday of next week?
We are not staging march on Monday. The response from the Labor Ministry on Monday, if it's not favorable to us, if the response from the Labor Ministry is not satisfactory to us, we will take the march.
But why are you already doubting the result when you have not even heard from the Labor Ministry?
Because this is a government. As I said in the press release yesterday, this thing is highly politically motivated. All we want, because if you don't want us, if you think we are not, you cannot work with us, because I don't think we have problem. We are well trained and prepared to serve the states and the office of the presidency, not individual. So if you don't want us, if you think that you're not satisfied to work with us, all you do the rightful thing, do the needful, pay us off, give us our benefit, and let us find something else to do.
So all of you people serve from 2018 to now.
From 2018 to present.
And within that time, I mean, this is a long period for one to get benefit.
And one of the reasons why we are threatening to stage this big march, because this march is not going to be an easy march.
Is it just some empty talk just to draw the attention of the EPS?
It's not empty talk. I'm telling you for sure. Read my lips. I'm telling you for sure. The entire 288 plus this illegally dismissed EPS got family attached. And because of because of this Senge illegal actions, our family, their family, our family were also victimized from this issue.
Your colleague Green talked about you obeying law. You have 1% right to yourself, which is that right. You can complain and wait for your complaint to be addressed.
Okay.
With that point, to say someone has just 1% right in an institution, it means that their employer has absolute right. And for someone to have absolute right over you, it means they can give you orders and ask you to do anything, including asking you to put on political party t-shirts. But talking about political party t-shirts, what does your ethics say about wearing political paraphernalia? Because you are protecting the executive, does it mean that when the executive, like for now, if the United Party is going to election in 2024 or 2029, by the way, it means that all EPS officers who are there with their 1% right, they do not have the voice to say, no, I'm not putting on this shirt because I'm an EPS personnel, because you just have 1%. When do you say no to putting on political party shirt, which will make you a political party agent rather than an EPS agent based on your ethics?
Thank you. You see, for me, I am a strictly security man. That I'm not a politician. I'm not sitting behind this microphone as a politician. I'm sitting here today as a well-trained security officers. We live and work according to our ethics. For me, that's what I said. If Senge got information that certain group of individual wore political party t-shirts, as a manager, if you enter the institution, leave politics on the side, go through the detail, go through the EPS handbook, and found proof, evidence, pictorial evidence, substantial evidence of those that commit those offenses. Because it is an offense as an EPS officer to wear a party regalia.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It is an offense. So I think Senge shouldn't have take this thing like all those that came 2018, they are seditions or they are partisans. I think what Senge should have done, go back to his drawing board, send his intelligence, do an investigation, because you are manager for this institution, right? You don't stigmatize everybody. Find evidence of those who wore party t-shirts. Find evidence of those who identify with party. Find the evidence of those who you think that are not qualified. There are recommendations for those that are qualified. There are recommendations for those that wore party t-shirts because it's enshrined in the handbook. There are recommendations for those who leave the party, the institution or the service or SOP and go contrary. There are punishment for them. But if you, because he said it that all those, everybody that came in, the reason why you see, let me tell you the truth. To some of our friends that stay there now,
that came in 2018,
brother, I serve as a supervisor. There are a lot of people that are on duty right now that stay within the service. I wrote report for them. I teach them. I educate them when it comes to security or knowledge. When it comes to planning and other stuff, I did it for them. They are not more qualified than me.
So this is a hunt. This is a completely political
hunt. Absolutely. This is a hunt. Because before when Senge entered the institution, the first thing was threat. All those that entered 2018, I will get rid of them. I will deal with them.
You guys heard that?
It was clear.
That was basically like his mission.
First of all, as a director, you enter into your domain. As a new director, you're supposed to be people-centered director. Let everybody heal you. Let everybody respect. Everybody welcome you. But you make yourself like a beast. You make yourself fearful. Like you're coming for.
But this is a security thing now. It's not babysitting institution. This
it's
is security.
I'm not,
what do you expect the men to do?
No. It's not about babysitting, but threatening that. Oh yeah, I'm coming. I will deal with people. I will take people away. I will take everybody that came. All the parties though. That's not the issue.
Another issue though that the EPS has, like the EPS or other institution, this personnel auditing that's going on is that the number got too much. That you people reach as far as about 400 plus, which was not supposed to be the case. How many people do we have in your executive that you need up to 1,000 people to fill the, I think it should be 400, the total number, but it's like it went up to 1,000 plus. So somehow, maybe in their wisdom, they say, well, this is not good. We can't keep these people. They're too much in their numbers, and some of them are not even qualified for this. That's how some of you were asked today.
Okay.
In this process.
My brother. Security, the protection in 1940, and the VIP protection in 1980, and the VIP protection in 2000.
My man, excuse me, the guys are coming. The people on the live are saying you remove your face caps. Though. Yeah, I think they have their right. Though. The citizens, maybe they won't see your faces.
You understand?
Yeah, I didn't have issue with it, but it's their right. Okay. Yeah. You're sorry that at least they
The security protection is dynamic. It's no more static.
Okay.
Looking at the situation,
conventional situation.
Looking at the situation in our West region where there's a coup d'etat, a lot of things happening around. They put the office of the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
You don't expose the number. Those days that we had 200 men protecting the office of the presidency, there was no threat. Looking at the situation right now in the country, I think EPS even need
program. Let me just leave you right now, go for it and engage the public. This is very important. I apologize to my papi. He's my own dad, Philip Moore. Yes, I should have contacted him yesterday regarding this conversation. And yeah, but I'm sure he's following the program. I certainly hope that we can have a conversation with the EPS administration on another date to take all of these concerns from the group and ask them directly so they can respond. But until then, let's hear from members of the public on what you make of what our brothers are saying here. I think I saw some other ladies. I think you booked him with like 2-3 ladies.
Yeah, sure,
they're out there. The women as well involved with this. Let's hear you call us on those numbers. Sorry, those of you watching the live, I'm getting comments that there's no sound, but the producer is working on it. I think he said it already. So call us on those numbers now: 07777 07777 are the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You call from where?
Ghana.
What's your name again?
Daniel Brown.
Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah. I heard it saying that the ATU were constituted by the National Legislature. And at the time, the ATU, I knew how the ATU was doing 96. So I had to start around power 96. But ATU were training at Cobra Bracing, but I was at that time. And ATU were training at that time. He said, you're part of the ATU. But ATU was legal. ATU was not legal. So let them go at the issue. You came to the EPS in 2018. And the EPS director having the release some men to the EPS. You go ask me why, or you go complete because you go over the teacher, or you go by CDC the way 2018.
Okay, he's asking whether you people ask why are we being taken off or out of the EPS so that he can give you people explanation. I don't think they have audience. Maybe that's one of their concerns, but they're going to address that. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias. How are you, my brother?
Fine, thank you. Let's hear you, sir. You're coming in low. Just speak up.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, thank you. My name is Arvin, and I'm calling from the US.
Sorry, you have two persons on the line, Julius. There's one. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, can you get me?
Yeah, that's better. Go ahead.
All right. My name is Alvin, and I'm calling you from the U.S.
Okay, go ahead,
I
Alvin.
want to thank Godfrey. You know, I've been knowing Godfrey for very long. From Alpha Tango Uniform Bravo in Banga
Okay.
until up to present. You know what I'm talking about. I think Godfrey should be the operation. He's a very sound guy, and I like the way he's speaking. I think what is happening here, Matthias, is that Godfrey just said it all. I think some of his guys made a mistake. You know, the EPS is an institution. It's not just party-driven stuff. They are there to serve the VIP, any VIP by the matter. But you know, some past government or like the past CDC government is like everybody like they party or clothing business whatsoever. It is true. It is nothing in hidden. It is documented. It is on social media. Some of them will party t-shirts and all of these things. But what I can tell Godfrey is that he's a very sound guy. He said that they are there to protect, and they are people that abide by the law. So what I would like for him to do is let him seek the law, or let him make sure that I think the new director is somebody that can listen, that they all sit down round table and discuss. I think demonstrating and all of these things will not serve right. If even said to demonstrate, it was not given what they want. They are very trained, and that is their area of expertise. They cannot do any other job beside that. So I would just appeal to them, let it calm down and make sure that they can have a roundtable discussion, and everybody can learn from this. When you are serving the EPS, you are not a partisan individual.
Right.
You are there to serve in any administration. But I like the question that you asked them. You know, sometimes people just go around and just do things that they gotta learn. So I think it will be good that everybody sit around the table and have a good discussion for the betterment of our country. Every day demonstrating, it might not end good.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. Thanks for joining us on the program this morning. Let's move on to this other person. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Fine. Thank you, sir. Let's hear you.
Thank you for from the time. I'm Boris Sofana. I joined you from Parliament Junction, particularly from the business center.
Go ahead.
And let me extend my thanks and appreciation to the people in studio regarding the current issues in the EPS. But I think that we should be innovative with the extension of politics. We should learn how to create avenue with the extension of politics. But these days, all young people want to work in conflict, I heard the people saying that EPS can accumulate 1,000 to 4 hours. Executive protection agent, why you going 1,000? Why you going to do that?
But what do you know? What do you know about the Executive Protection Service? Are you just speaking because you think that the number should not be up to 1,000?
Why should it be 1,000? Executive protection.
Why shouldn't it?
Why? Executive protection should be 1,000. Why are we man?
Well, you give reason why it should not.
What? Who should go man now?
Oh, you want a minute to give you all the area then they can provide protection, eh? That's security business. Let's move on to this other person. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
My name is Adi Sharif and I call from Monrovia.
Go ahead.
Let me say why it is true that we all want jobs in Nigeria and we don't support the illegal removal of people from their jobs. But you also right to face the fact that our own community institute, most of them, I'm not saying all of them are not professional. Most of them are professional, but most of them over the last season were characterized by politics. So the EPS it should be for politics. Most of them in our EPS, most of them they come to the EPS by merit based or the required person. Let's be honest here. Not all of them, right? Most of the guys that even citizen employed in the EPS, most of them are qualified. But the thing about it is that most of them go involved into politics. I think that on that basis, the current director look at it and say, look, if you are EPS man, you should be involved for politics. You should hold loyalty to no one because you are there to serve anybody, any president. VIPs will come today, will serve, and VIP will go. When you hold your loyalty to this other VIP, the next VIP will come will be very insecure to work with you. So I think that on that basis that they try to restructure them. But it's not a bad thing. They can push that case. Gentlemen, next time, regardless of EPS, whatever security sector you go, let's try our best to depoliticize the sector. You can love the particular person as a human being, but it doesn't mean that you should show your loyalty openly. Most of them we saw in the EPS the last 6 years. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for your contribution on the program this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Let's hear you.
Okay, EPS. For my parents, yeah, the point of 2018 to present for the past 4 years, EPS was brought to public ridicule. It was brought to public ridicule. I have a jacket, I have lead blue and sky blue description EPS back there. Most of the guys that wore jacket, they were all in the ghetto with jackets on them. And so when I come to get a rock jacket and put it in the pocket in the feet.
And what was written on the jacket?
EPS.
EPS. And then aside from that, what else? You saw any other thing there?
That a blue and blue and lead blue jacket.
Yeah, but EPS would be written on it now. And EPS. You saw party in there? All right, sorry. I think your line has gone terribly bad. I was getting you earlier, but let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kimayan.
Not bad. What the EPS officers are saying in studio, he affiliated himself with the ATU. I want to ask him, has he gone through the demobilization and repatriation, something that he had got a certificate? And the second thing is that they are officers. Why is it that they were in party regalia wearing red and blue berets? They are to be neutral. And that's another side of the case. So my problem is that if they have problem with the government, let them remain with the engagement and say they want to stage the roadblock. Somebody like they are trampling on our rights. He has associated himself with the ATU. What is his certificate from the UN? And the army was employed. Why didn't he go to the army? What is his quest? So the people are telling one another, we are not saying that what they work for, but their involvement with the election, they trample their right. And they should not do that next time. Thank you.
Okay, so let's do justice as well to the conversation and say some of them. I don't think it's all of them. Like maybe Godfrey here said it, that some of his colleagues, yes, they did that. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Labendi.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you're speaking with Mr. Ansu Kamara from the Old Rotation number 10.
Go ahead, Mr. Kamara.
Thank you for the show. I'm using the word if. If it is true, some of the guys who passed the regalia, it was wrong. The loyalty is to the president and individuals. Yeah, why and the other gay didn't live the other guy in better in the secret. Secondly, if they got problem as they go to court and seek redress.
Go to court and seek redress. Somebody sent me the same question directly, that whether you guys have tried the legal means by going to court, finding a lawyer and going to court. But they've written the Justice Ministry, they've written the legislature, so they're waiting for redress, and think the Labor Ministry is supposed to respond to them on Monday. Thereafter, then they will have a match if they're not satisfied with the response. But thanks for your concern, sir. Let's move on let's take a few more calls according to what the producer is saying. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my friend and brother. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Let's hear you.
Man, you got a wild listening show to get in. Almost like 1990 executive mansion.
Go ahead. What's your name and where you join us from?
I join you from the historical borough of Kutan.
What's your name,
sir? Veteran of the historical borough of Kutan. This is Joshua Rufus Tom, the veteran of the EPS.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to first say to our brothers, you are fair. But in Ellen, the state have an obligation to you. But as a state security, your emotions shouldn't oversee your action.
Okay.
Remember that when the president travel or a minister travel.
Go ahead. All right. He was trying to give little background. According to him, he's a veteran of the EPS. But let's hear from this other person. Good morning. Good morning.
EPS.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, what's your name?
illegal dismissal EPS.
That's your name?
Yeah.
No, that is not your name. You should...
officer, yeah.
Yeah, but what's your name?
Hello?
What is your name? You may be an EPS officer, illegally dismissed EPS, but you have a name.
My name is really Balo.
Go ahead. Make your point, Balo.
Yeah. Concerns our comrades in the studio there.
Right.
My brother is very serious. Saying he has any right to enter in the institution to just start dismissing people. Without benefit. Without benefit. Cut down our salary and we get a more according to $77. He said nobody need a ben move on salary. And then a thing more we are not taking place. We are family. He did not right to save our country. He did not children right to go to school. He did not wife right to eat good food. So we have qualified to in us. If we want to have the country, we have to upgrade our system program or the system upgrade. But we're testing gay. We'll never remain. We will not get back. If you cause you are happy or happy in your country, we'll never remain.
Okay, so you are among the 200 plus.
Right.
You are among.
We think Joseph Maga to advise that very strongly. We got plan B.
Okay, thank you so much. Obviously, plan B is to march. Let's take this overseas call. I hope it's Kessel, my man. Hello? Hello? Okay, that person isn't coming through. That's an overseas call. Was trying to go through there. But let's take this other person. Good morning. Good morning. This is an issue of national concern. Your participation is important. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Let's hear you. Yeah, hello. Oh, sorry. Your line is really tough.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your point, sir.
Yeah,
go ahead.
For the Apple, why EPS? Your plan B, your plan B, you are ready for
Oh, you waiting for the men for their plan B? I don't think they're going to engage into violence. Anyway, thank you so much, sir. Thanks for your concern. Let's talk to this person from overseas. Good morning. Good morning.
This is Roman calling from Louisville, Kentucky.
Go ahead from
Kentucky.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm a former EPS officer as well.
Okay.
Let call a spade a spade. Okay. 80% during my last leave time came from relative, came from partisan, and they joined the EPS. They sent them to different countries. The train, they came back. They will all support our unity party. If a CDC come in and bring somebody in, they are Liberians. The same way in America here, when Joe Biden took over, he brought people in too.
Okay.
But they got old people that they don't even, whether they're Democrat or Republican, you can see them. Why do you think they always send when the president leaves, another president come in, EPS going to, the Sims or SSS going to guard the other president? Go to the houses, go to family houses, go to the various ministers or director everywhere they sign with them. Why? Because they are all one.
Right.
You don't treat somebody because this person bring the person in. 80% of us that came, we came from Unity Party.
So when did you join? When did you join the EPS?
2009.
Okay. Before you left for the States, and that's when you left the EPS.
We got many people. We got so many of them. Because they fed with me. Everybody knows that we are Liberian. And those that were there during the former President Taylor time, most of them were old. They retired and they brought other people in. Family members, this EPS director, I bring 5%. They bring this one, they bring that. They put on the payroll, they send them for training, they came back. They're not 1970 EPS that there.
Okay.
2005. Are they qualified? The other people that keep me? You don't do that.
Okay, thank you. That's a passionate call. Let's hear from this person overseas as well. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello, Matthias.
Yeah, good morning. Kesali, right?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, Kesali from Texas.
Go ahead, Kesali.
Yes, Matthias, with these guys from the EPS, I mean, gentlemen, I'm sorry for what really happened, right? But Matthias, you and I can admit that the last EPS administration just did not do right. Too many of these guys were involved into politics against their profession, and they know that very well. The videos are there. There are pictures everywhere. It's not like before where you can lie and say it didn't happen, because we have the videos, we have the pictures. It might not have been all of them, but majority of them blunder. They were too much political rather than being professional security, which is not right for our security apparatus. You do not want to see a security man being political, because when you do that, then it means that you are paying allegiance to only that regime and not the other people. And now that they are off, if I was them, what I would be demanding or asking for is to have them get their benefit they work for. Let them do the right thing by going through some legal process rather than talking about protesting and being brutal and all of that. It is a right to protest, though. I mean, I'm not going to infringe on that right, but I'm just asking that rather than making it to look so big, let us go through some peaceful means and see how we can settle it. And two, Matthias, you cannot have the EPS having too many men. The manpower of the EPS was too much. How many persons do we have in the executive that we need all those manpower? It's not like before where you have in the Asian day where you used to have coup plot and all of those things taking all over the place. There are no more coup plot because nowadays if you overthrow a government, you know the entire war is going to come down. How long for you to turn the government over? So not many persons are talking about planning coup nowadays.
Right.
So we can't have too much manpower in the EPS. I think the manpower there is too much. So I would advise them to go through some peaceful means and see how better they can get that benefit. And the last time I checked, I was told that they were even inviting someone to get that pay, but they were refusing. I don't know how true is that.
Okay.
I was told that they had their checks and everything. They wanted them to go and get it, and they refused. So let them see how better they can do that, and let's move on peacefully with the country.
Thank you so much, Kesali, for your contribution to the program this morning. And you have a point there. A lot of the people were involved into politics. And in fact, one of them here, Godfred, which is, he sounded really honest, and he admitted that. But that does not mean all of them should go. Let's hear from the last person, former Minister Mamesi Kaba. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Hello?
Go on.
Mamesi, did you leave the line? Hello. Okay. So maybe we have to call it a day, but we try getting her through. Julius, is she stay there? Yeah, but you're listening to 50/50 on Sky 107.1. We're here Monday to Thursday, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. We still have.
Hi.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Mamesi Kaba, and I'm calling from Dual Community.
Go ahead.
I must thank your caller who called from abroad before your last caller when I called.
Right.
I think he was so balanced, realistic, and honest. In every society, we all have a side. But because of professionalism, sometimes we put it aside. And normally that's how when you enter certain institutions, you have to put aside your political alignment. But it doesn't mean internally you don't have a side. Even you, they have a side, but you wouldn't bring it on the radio because of your journalistic profession. So, and what is so troubling is the fact that people will look at a scenario and just make it as a whole.
Right.
One or two EPF officers wearing t-shirt, which is condemnable, and we condemned it. Even being in the government at the time,
right.
I condemned it because it was wrong. But you can't look at just two persons wearing party t-shirt and you put everybody in the same box.
Right.
That is unacceptable, and people need to understand that today it is the other people. It could be them tomorrow. Regardless of what party you come from, every Liberian should be given the opportunity to serve their country. Mr. Gay over whoever there aligns with the Unity Party. So tomorrow, should he be denied the opportunity to serve his country? For me, I think the action by Mr. Gay is totally wrong and unpatriotic. They need to look into the matter of these guys. They are Liberians. You can't be a cider today because they are not from your party, wherever they are from. It's not all the guys who are there from CDC. Some of them are not even from CDC. You know, they were recruited and they were trained. You know, so people should not dismiss them on the basis of their political alignment.
Right.
It is unacceptable. We have to stop it because tomorrow, we were there yesterday, today we are not there. They are there today, they may not be there tomorrow. And the people that live in there tomorrow, when people come and treat them like that, they wouldn't like it. So let's start the whole visual cycle, coming to remove people on the basis of their alignment. When we came to power as a political institution, we met people we knew they were partisans of the Unity Party, but we work with them because Liberia does not belong to one group of people. We are all Liberians. No matter where you come from, it is your right to work in the government. The Constitution says that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mama.
Into the matter of these people, it is totally wrong and it is unacceptable. They are family people. They need to survive.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. That's former Minister Mamasi Kaba. We're going to go for our last break. When we come back, we close up with the gentlemen. They're going to just give their closing comments, and we call it a day on the program this morning.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has all sizes of quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage also have a state-of-the-art 2023 upgraded diagnoser that can easily detect and fix any problem with your car. Is your car having any electrical problem? Or is it the air conditioner? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician who is up to the task of programming and solving all electrical problems on your car. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street. We also have our garage and showroom at Rehab for original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly. Come to Uptown Garage. We'll give you 1 month warranty. Uptown Garage also have a tow truck that can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage headquarters on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian-owned business, is here to put a smile on your face.
Tanu, what happened to you so?
Julie, I worry. I need to pay McDonald's school fee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finish and get worsen.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
No, that thing, but you're not level. I'm not joking. If you can't help me, tell me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank money emergency number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then they open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tanu. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dalame. You mean I'll get it the same day?
Oh, yes. Instantly. I mean, in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I say so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
And that's right. Welcome back to the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. It's been a very long conversation with personneurs, former or ex-personneurs of the Executive Protection Service. They think that they were illegally, their contract or work with the EPS was illegally terminated by the current director of the EPS. The public has different views on this subject matter, even the social media. Sorry, we cannot go on to read the comments on the social media page right now, but thanks for your contribution as well. We're going to take just 30 seconds from each of you gentlemen and close up with your spokesman. Let's begin with you, Gibson.
Okay.
How would you like to close? You listen to all of the concerns, and raised coming from the public.
Okay, thank you so much. I said, my name is Kawia Gibson.
Right.
I will quickly say that what is happening here now, we shouldn't put politics into security. Let's be clear. What is happening is absolutely wrong. You don't see a trained security personnel and put them down because of your personal grief. Because you get message outside that say this individual attached to the person, they say, yeah, we'll dismiss them. It's absolutely wrong. We were trained, we were vetted, and we were codified, and we went through the rank and file of the EPS as the authority of the EPS. If I go through the training program, go ask me Esther.
Okay.
Come here. Go there.
We don't have much time. We have to go, sir. Thank you so much, Gibson. Let's hear you, Mr. Green.
Okay, quickly. I just want to speak into a few issues they call us.
Race.
Okay, race. All right. One caller asked if we spoke with the director asking him why he put us down. No,
Right.
we don't need to ask the director because it was clearly written in the the letter he gave us. He put us down because we did not meet the minimum entry requirements. And that proved that he lies. Because I'm a high school graduate. I graduated from the Trinity United Methodist High School 2011.
Right.
And I sat wired test. All of my documents are there.
In your file?
Yes. And I'm a freshman student at University of
The UMU or AMU?
No. Is
that Stella Maris?
No.
Is that UL?
Sorry. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Okay, I'll come back there. Right.
But yeah, just close up.
level. So, and then speaking to other issues like the political issue, I don't want people to be driving this whole conversation into politics because David Gay did not say he putting us down because we were allies to the other the other political party.
Right.
He clearly states we did not meet the minimum entry requirement,
and which is not true according to
which
you.
is not true.
Okay.
So we should not dwell on that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Green. Let's close up with you, sir. Your guys have already taken most of the time, but let's take 30 seconds, sir, quickly.
Okay. Thank you very much. My closing comment to the public that we will not relent to get outside with our entire family if our needs, our concerns are not addressed. We are not, as I said again, we are not associated with party. If Senge found out that an individual is associated with party, that he do an investigation, point that person out because it is instructed into our EPL handbook that you're not supposed to be associated with party. So those that got involved, it was easier to say, yes, SYZ, you are the one. And then he pointed out, but what he stated was we did not meet the requirement, which of course he lied. We met the requirement of the GSC audit. We met the requirement of the EPS. Security work is 80% practical.
Okay.
So we believe that if our right is not restored, if our constitution, because it is our right to work as a citizen, he denied us the right. He also denied our family right to survive. So we are patiently waiting for our response to get our just benefit. We're not asking him to employ us back because we know if you can work with somebody, it's not forced.
Right.
But what we want is our just benefit. School is about to open. Our children got to be in school. We got to cater to our family. Okay. Our salary is supposed to be running from the day he issued this letter to all this illegal or termination letter. We're supposed to have our just benefit until then. So we are calling on the public, international community, the civil society organizations, the Liberal Council of Churches to listen to us, to address this matter because we don't want when the time reaches, then they say, oh, why you guys is not listening. So we want to send this as a caveat to the public. Let them get involved. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that's all the time we have for today's edition of the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Join Villiers tomorrow for the social version of the program. My grandfather used to tell me a lot of stories, and there's something I always say to my friends: because you sit on the same bus with someone does not mean you are heading the same destination. My name is Matthias.
Who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? You're damn right.
All right, Sky 107.1 FM. Coming up shortly at 12 midday to bring you the news, and after the news at 12:30, I'll be back here to bring to you more entertainment up to later on this afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Mix by mix, non-stop dance. Mix by mix, non-stop dance.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, Emma Naira. The radio celeb up on the beat. If your body na my body na wire. If my body na I be the one you require. Oh yeah, for me, that's it for me. Nothing no say that you are for me. For me, that's it for me. Nothing no say you body
The news is coming up shortly. Keep listening. For accurate, balanced, and credible information, listen to Sky FM 107.1. For accurate, balanced, and credible information, listen to Sky FM 107.1.
For the news and current affairs, Department of Sky Communication. Good afternoon and welcome to Sky Mayday News here on Sky 107.1 FM. Today is Thursday, the 6th day of June 2024. I am Michael Bayer for this afternoon's edition of the news. In the headlines, the Liberia Refugee Repatriation and Resettlement Commission retracts its earlier statement on the high percentage of drugs addicted Liberians that were repatriated from Ghana. Recently determined their statement provided by its executive director, Honorable Patrick Woolsey, at the press conference on May 28, 2024, as missed information. Following the suspension of the heads at the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency by President Joseph Boakai, two deputies defended their actions against their boss, Colonel Abraham Truman. And away from Liberia, ANC as national unity government after the election loss. These plus more developments are all packaged on this afternoon's edition of the news. We'll bring you details in split seconds. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. Let us now take our first development. A group under the banner illegal dismissed EPA officers has threatened a mass rally of dismissed officers and their family if the government refuses to address their concerns by reinstating them or giving them their just benefits. Speaking at the press conference in Monrovia on Wednesday, the spokesperson of the group, Godfrey Weah, warned the Liberia National Police to stay clear of the ongoing saga between the dismissed and current EPA officers, noting that they will not relent in dealing with any LMP officers who will interfere in their call for justice. The dismissed agent Weah used the occasion to sign a caveat to the Council of Churches and the general public.
If our concerns are not addressed at the shortest possible time, we will surely get out. And this time, with our entire family, who are also going through suffering because of Director Senge illegal actions towards us, we are asking the police to stay out of this matter and let the EPS director and his EPS deal with it. With this issue as EPS and EPS. We will not relent to respond to any attack from any police officer or whosoever that will be sent to stop us for seeking justice. We will defend ourselves because it is our right. Director Senge needs to correct the wrongs or else things will get worse. Correct the wrong? Correct the wrong! We are law-abiding citizens, and we don't want anything that will push us to send a negative signals to this country. We love this country. We work hard. We are custodians of society. We believe that our rights must be restored. If these kinds of things are happening in Liberia today that nobody want to talk about it gives rise to jungle justice. When it comes to some of these things in Liberia, and nobody is looking at it to discuss it because it happened to us today and nobody want to discuss it, I think this country will become lawless, and we don't want that. Our silence is not a sign of weakness. It is because of the high level of respect we have for the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives and the Senate Pro Tempore of the Liberia Senate. We have filed a complaint and they promised to respond to us, and we are still waiting for that response.
He's the spokesperson for the dismissed EPS officer, Godfrey Weah. The Liberia Refugee Repatriation and Resettlement Commission has retracted its earlier statement on the high percentage of drugs addicted Liberians that were repatriated from Ghana recently. Terming the statement provided by its executive director, Honorable Patrick Woolsey, at a press conference on May 28, 2024, as missed information. According to the El Triple RC release on Wednesday,
The earlier information regarding the high percentage of former Liberian refugees struggling with drug addiction was incorrect. The commission says its executive director was misinformed, but its statistician responsible for data collection. The screening of former Liberian refugees has established that only an average number of the detainees were on drugs. The LRRC statement read, the details of the actual numbers will be disclosed subsequently. LRRC Executive Director Samuel Wozi apologized for the misinformation that was provided to the public while reaffirming his commitment to ensuring accurate and transparent communication surrounding the repatriation process. Meanwhile, the LRRC release has disclosed that administrative actions have been taken against the staff members involved in misinforming the executive director. A survey conducted by a Swedish-based non-governmental organization, the Folk Barnatod Academy, with funding from the Swedish embassy near Monrovia, has painted a negative picture on accountability in Liberia's security, judiciary, and governance systems. The survey titled Beyond Checks and Balances, How Accountability and Oversight Mechanism Works in Liberia's Security and Justice Systems. The survey was jointly authored by Abraham Nien and Laura Clary. Speaking during the release of the report, Dr. Nien said, the report, which was based on responses from a cross-section of people, including magistrates, chiefs, police officers, and court administrators, was conducted in Grand Jide, Grand Bassa County, that's Grand Jide, Grand Bassa, and Moserado counties. According to Dr. Nien, the culture of patronage that existed among political parties where presidential appointees demonstrate loyalties to their appointing power rather than working in accordance to the mandate of their institutions has infiltrated the security and judicial system. Here now is Dr. Abraham Nien speaking more.
The objective of attaining a security sector that is democratically controlled with oversight from civilian authorities, accountable to the citizens, and institutionally effective and efficient. We found that that was difficult in the practice. And so this is what we went to find. We went to look for what is in practice as compared to what is written in all of the strategies and in all of the theoretical reports that have emerged over the last 20 years since the end of the Civil War. I mean, that the existing challenges in the sector, if it in any way impact their own ethical values. Yes, some of them are very committed to the work they do, but they lack the tool that they need to engage with the society. For instance, a police officer who is receiving a crime report and needed to act at a particular point, but there is no vehicle. But then he thinks he must follow this case. So he's constrained in the field to ask the complainant or call the paramount chief to purchase gasoline for his motorbike or to pay for the motorbike to take him from one location to another. And that story is replete across the rural area. Almost all of the paramount chiefs suggest that they have to literally transport the police before the police respond to crimes. And that is the practice. And so some of them will literally tell you that we want to work, but we don't have the tools, we don't have cars. Even when we have the cars, there is no budgetary allocation for gasoline. And so obviously, that brings enormous challenge, a significant challenge to the ethical value of somebody willing to act, but doesn't have the capacity to act. So that is a significant challenge for them. But then they have to do it because that is the only way they are capable of responding in their line of duty. So those stories were across not just the police, but even the court. For the court administrator to even conduct oversight visits across the jurisdiction. The Supreme Court judges, there are 5 judges, there are 5, and so the jurisdictions of the court is divided into 5, with each judge having an oversight responsibility over a particular region. So that also, just the lack of the resources, the capacity, and the absence of an efficient institutional mechanism to facilitate their work cannot even allow them to conduct the oversight visits over the judges in the remaining counties.
He's one of the lead authors of the survey, Dr. Ibrahim Nian. Following the suspension of the leadership at the Labrador Drug Enforcement Agency by President Joseph Nyeman Boakai, 2 of the deputies have defended their actions against their boss, Colonel Ibrahim Kroman. On Tuesday, President Joseph Nyeman Boakai suspended Colonel Ibrahim Kroman, the Director General of the Labrador Drug Enforcement Agency, Bawi Kou, the Deputy Director for Administration, and Hassan Fadika, Deputy Director General for Operation, as a result of a fierce fight that erupted among them. Speaking on a local talk show, the suspended Deputy Director General for Operations at the LDEA, Hassan Fadiga, expressed regret for his action, but defended it by saying he was provoked by his boss.
To be honest with you, I regret the incident that occurred. The shooting has happened. But when the public hear the thing or event that preceded the Peter, that extreme provocation, they will understand why people get extremely provoked to react like that. The video explains a minute portion of a series of events that have been happening at the LDEA. I'm a law enforcement professional. I made a conscious choice to come to Liberia and fight drug crime. I'm very passionate about my job. I'm very passionate about what I do, especially when I walk into the ghettos and see young people that are faced with the devastating effect of this drug. I get emotional, I get teary eyes, and it hurts me. If there's a culture of mutual respect, if there's a culture that you see me as a colleague, not as a subject, that you can talk down to me, make you the larger decision, and then the most important thing, betray the oath that you took to serve and protect, to work with the drug cartel. I cannot work under that enrichment. I will call you out because it's wrong. And my ethic will not allow me to look the other way, whether we're from the same ethnic group, whether you recommended me, or whether I've known you forever. I can never do that. I can never look the other way if the environment is healthy.